Okay, so this is going to be the first, well, it's not technically the first. I have done a couple of similar videos before. That was like big worldwide everyone gets infected thing. I don't want to say the name because apparently it affects like SEO on videos, so it's really quite strange. But the first one I've done in 3 or so years, basically sitting down and talking to you guys. I know a lot of people obviously find reviews and looking for content on products that I've covered, but this is going to be a video from you guys that are more interested in, I guess, behind the scenes, me in general. Bit of a kind of like egotistical thing to say, but obviously there's more to the videos than just the products. Obviously I'm the one that does everything. I am a one-man army as well, so I'm trying to improve the consistency of videos, but this is going to be more of a waffling video with less cuts and a little bit less informal and polished, certainly less polished than the normal videos will be. So yeah, it's going to be a long form, sit back, get some snacks and chat kind of thing. Tell you about videos that I've done recently, some upcoming things, and also open some stuff because I thought I'm going to open it anyway. Stuff arrives, I unbox it, put it wherever it's going to go until I get around to filming it or working on it. So why not do that in this video? You guys can see a little bit of kind of sneak peek of what's going to be coming up. And you can obviously give me feedback, ask questions and things as well. Maybe we'll take some questions in the comments and I'll answer them in the next one. Just a little idea. So the first thing I want to talk about is a name for the little series that I'm going to do with these. Subscriber video was just, the basis of it. It's more for the subscribers that are more involved and want to see a little bit more rather than just an individual review and then they buy it and then they never need to watch another video. So give me any ideas that you might have and we'll go for like maybe the highest rated one or something along those lines. I did run the idea through ChatGPT and see what it spat out, but there was nothing that really stood out that fit what I was talking about either. I think the closest one was Creative's Corner, but I don't really like the sound of that. Anyway, so let's get into some of the topics then. So I can't actually see my notes. So for a bit of context, when I look to the side of the cameras, I'm either looking at my notes or the screen. So I've got one that's looking at you, and then there's a top-down one, which is so I can like frame things properly. So I know I'm going to be, having an easier life in the edit. Is it raining? It sounds like it. But I get distracted. This is what always happens in the videos. Most of the time when I cut away is because I've started talking in the first half to this camera, and then I end up like thinking about something else and my brain doesn't process it in time, so then I have to cut to the other camera and then like merge them together so it forms like a cohesive sentence. So most of the time it's just 2 different clips banged together and it works out for the most part. But yeah, next talking point is, thank you to all the new subscribers. We've had quite a lot of growth recently, and I guess the new people are the ones that are going to be seeing this as well if you're a new subscriber. We're on the road to 20k now. It feels like a long slog from 10k to 20, but I am trying to improve my consistency as well with I'm doing a lot of lifestyle changes and mindset and stuff like that, which hopefully should help me out with this YouTube stuff as well. I'm only one person doing all this, so trying to improve the consistency of videos. It's going to be probably a Tuesday and then Friday uploads, my general thing I'm going to aim for. I did try and do 3 a week at one point, but it's just too much to do, especially where it's not just one camera and I just record and then there's no cuts. I do edit everything, especially from multiple angles. It's just too much to do. So I think 2 videos with consistency is the way I'm going to do it. So let me know if you've got any feedback, any video suggestions, anything you want to see as well, and we can have a look at that. I do want to try and inject a bit more like personality into the videos, because obviously a lot of stuff I try and keep it concise so it's not a massively long-winded video, but then it also removes a lot of like the funny bits. For example, like when I get shocked by static from cases and like little jags. I was going to say jokes and gags. That's what we'll get, jags. So the jags that are in the videos that I cut out, I might just leave those in and just try and inject a bit more personality into the video, because that's what obviously a lot of people subscribe for, that aren't here just to see a review of a product and then they never need to watch anything else. So we shall see. But yeah, on the road to 20k, we do have some and word this carefully. We have some launches coming out soon, which will hopefully help with that as well. But yeah, things seem to be going fairly well, so that's good. So the next topic is the recent content. All of these motherboards, I've got overviews on these. The Pro X from Aorus, Z790 Pro Wi-Fi. That one's not doing as well as I'd hoped, but it is quite an expensive board, I guess, so that's partly why. By the time you watch this, I've just uploaded the 4070 Aero video. That's a really good performing overclocked card. Obviously a really nice white as well. We don't generally see many white cards. This was kindly sent over by Scan, and I'm going to be using this in a number of builds moving forward as well, so that's something else to watch. Also, I've done the 4070 with the 14600K. That's here. There's build on that, full build guide. That's one of my favourite builds I've done yet, all white themed. Really came out nice. I've also got the 14900K to do a build with as well. I'm currently waiting to see if I can get a 14700. I've been told that it's going to be sent at any time now, so that's what we're going to use a build for the Z790 Pro, and I'll figure out something else to use with the 14900K. It's probably going to be like a 4080 mental rig. But I do have a budget build coming as well, so you guys that are in the looks for something that's a bit cheaper, stay tuned, because I forgot about you. I can't remember what I said at the start of the video, but sorry about my old t-shirt. I was expecting to wear my hoodie for the whole day, but it's got warm in here. So this stuff, oh my god, is a load of things from Phanteks. The overclockers, the guys that sent it. So if you're a bit like, that says overclockers, not Phanteks, that's why. But this is all stuff that I've just started to work with them. I have covered Phanteks before, but they were sent from overclockers, but now I'm working with Phanteks directly. They just happen to send it by overclockers, if that makes any sense at all. But I thought we'd unbox this stuff because you guys might like to see what's coming up. I'm gonna have to put this on the floor, I think. But I thought you might, this is all the stuff I cut out, all this waffle. I thought you guys might like to see the stuff that's coming out on the channel before it's out on the channel. So, pop. First of all, we have the Revolt 1000 watt power supply. These are now coming in a fully modular design, but you don't get the cables with it. So you buy your base unit, which they do 1000, 1200 and 1600 watt. I did us for the 1200, it just wasn't in stock, so I've got 1000 instead. But you take this and then you get your cables separately, and you can get like a essentials kit, or you can get a full kit, which is the one I've got, to then have all your cables and connections and stuff. We have 4 fans. This is basically 3 for the front and then 1 for the back of the case. Next we have the Glacier One 360 D30. This is the newer version of the one that I used in the, it was the 13900K and the 4080 build. No, 3080 build, the tough 3080. At the time that was like the highest end graphics card that I had. So obviously I had to use what I could with the 13900K, but now thanks to Scan Legends we have the 4080 Strix, which I'll use with the 14900K. But this is, oh god, bloody tangent. This is what I talk about. I just waffle in these videos, that's why it all gets cut out. But this is the new one of the cooler I used in that build, and I'm going to use this with, I'm not quite sure yet what I'll use spec wise of the system. It'll probably be, maybe use the Z790 Aorus Master. We'll do like a version 2, but use the 14900K instead, maybe. But I certainly need to use a 360 if you're using the 1400Ks. They're very hot. So we've got that as well, and then we've got the fans. These are the ones that come with the cooler as well, so they're going to match perfectly. I've got one 120 for the back to replace the rear exhaust, and then we've got 3 for the front, so all of the fans will be the same. They've also got these really cool little clips on as well, so you don't see the gaps between the fans when they're in the case. You will actually, I'll tell you what, I'll just show you. So here's the fan itself. They're really thick as well. These are 30mm thick fans, not the standard 25. Real chunky. But these are the little frames, and you have these little clips that go over basically like this. So when you connect 2 together, you get a seamless look to them rather than the gaps in between. There's loads of different bits in the bag as well, so you can do different corners and connectors and stuff. They also daisy chain together, not quite like the Lee and Lee ones, but very similar method. I think Lee and Lee are actually suing Phanteks at the moment because they're so similar, but yeah, we will keep quiet about that. So last but not least, I think, okay, we have the cable set. There we go. So this is the complete set. You can get black and white, and like I said, there's the essentials kit and also the full kit like this. This one, let's just quickly open it. All fully braided as well. It reminds me of like a cable mod set. The accessory ones are all fully braided as well. So really, really nice quality cables. There you go, you can see all the connectors there as well. But certainly comes at a premium. I think the kit alone is like 160 quid just for the complete set like this. The essentials one's a little bit better, but it's like 85, I think. So you need your power supply unit and then this. So certainly not a cheap way to go about it, not in the slightest. But yeah, we'll be covering all this. I've also got the G500A Performance Edition case as well. I'll put a thing on the screen so you can see what that looks like. But that was just another thing that would be massive for the desk, so I didn't bring that in. I seem to have another box. I didn't expect to get this as well, but this is the premium vertical mount. I actually had one of their original ones back in the day. When I first started doing hardware and stuff, I bought one of the normal vertical mounts, but this is the newer one. Wow, it's beefy. Accessories and stuff. So this mount isn't like your normal traditional vertical mount. You get one option, it goes in like that, we put it in normally. This one has got a couple of screws I've just taken out. This will actually allow you to rotate the mount to an angle, so you can literally do 45 degrees, so your card will be showing off like that in the system instead. I'll put a thing on the screen. I think there's a photo on the website with the N5 case, but it's at an angle like that. Pretty cool. Actually nice to see that you can access your I/O easily as well. That was one concern that I had when I first saw these kind of weird angle mounts like this, but very cool. Certainly something different as well. I am actually planning to get the N5 case in after I've covered the G500, so get subbed and ding the bell. You've already done that because you're watching this, but that should be something quite cool to check out. I need to try and put these back in now to put it back in the box, but certainly a little bit different from the standard mounts that we see, and should make for an interesting look in the build. Camera battery died. I've been waffling for so long, but yeah, that bracket's very cool. It's also got a bit of RGB on the front as well. We'll look at that more obviously in the video. Let me know what products we should use in a build with all this stuff. I originally had the 1200 watt to use with like 4080 Strix, but maybe we'll go for the 7800 XT. Also another shout out to Scan as well for sending me so much stuff. Over the last few years they've sent me a whack ton of product, and I really do appreciate their support, especially being a smaller channel. It's a bit of a leap of faith compared to some of the other guys in the UK, but it really does open up worlds for, you know, what we can do in terms of putting a build together. We can just be like, oh, got this from Scan, you know. Otherwise it's really difficult to get this stuff, especially as most of the things are on loan, or there's like 2 or 3 of them for the whole of the UK. There's just never enough sample wise, so it does really help out, especially if I've got something on hand. I just need to, you know, put a build together, for example. I've got some more budget stuff coming out as well, like I mentioned. Did I mention it? I can't remember. This is my brain, but that will be in the next few weeks as well. I was going to say get subscribed, ding the bell, but again, if you're watching this, you're already a subscriber, so I'm just going to go now. It's going to be nice to edit something without loads of cuts in it though. I can just literally let it play and just put the outro on the end and pretty much be done with it. So thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. Let me know your thoughts in the comments if there's anything else you want to see. Give us a title suggestion as well. I will use your guys' suggestions for a series title for this kind of thing. If you enjoyed it, of course, let me know and we'll do some more. There's always stuff arriving, thankfully. That's obviously a good thing, but I can always do the unboxings and stuff in these subscriber videos as well. So it's tangents now, just my brain, so I need to go home. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next one.